Alright, we're going to tie the green Nymph. I'm going to use the number 12 dry fly hook, just regular eye down hook. We're going to start by placing, we've already flattened this barb. I'm going to start by placing the bead on the hook, which is always fun. Come on now. Put the hook through the small end and work around there. There we go. We have the bead on the hook. Mount our hook in our vise, and you can see the bead on it. That's a black tungsten bead, just for whoever needs to know. And run our A dot down to just about the bend of the hook. Take that excess off. Now, the next thing we're going to put in is Chartreuse Ultra wire. Okay, we're going to tie that in right at the back of the hook. So we're going to lay it right alongside, capture that, and just tie it in there, just like that. I'm going to run this all the way to the front because I'm also building up a body for this fly. It needs a little bulk in here, so we're going to build it up a little bit more. What you want is a little fat at the throat, right behind the head, tapering to a body, a thin body at the very back of the fly. Okay, now next thing we're going to do is put in our green tinsel. If you look at this tinsel close, you can see that it's kind of a hollow, got the sparkles in it. This, I got it at Hobby Lobby on the sale rack. Comes in a big card full of all different colors of tinsel. And we're going to run that back up, still making a little bit more of a body. Try and run some more in there. And there we go, right about right there. And what we're going to do is take our tinsel, bring it over this way and down and around. We're going to wrap it, overlapping each wrap, so that it forms a nice smooth body all the way up. Green is a real important color. If you've ever done any entomology work or have looked at any of the bugs in your, especially in lakes. I can't speak a lot for streams, but I can for lakes. And a lot of your lakes, if you look at the aquatic life, the insect aquatic life that is there, you'll find green is a very predominant color. Okay, now we got it to the end. We're going to tie it off, make a couple wraps on it. I like to fold it back too before I do the wraps. Alright, next thing we're going to do is wrap our wire. This goes all opposite direction of the flash, and this will just go to add our ribbing in on our fly. Run it all the way up to here, and then we're going to tie it down also. Come on. Get a good tie off. It's not cooperating at all. Okay. Let me take that off of there. That's the great thing about flies. You can always just unwind and redo. You know, if it ain't right, take the time, stop, and fix it. Again, I do my little, and we just helicopter that off of there. That way we don't have to cut it, and I think it gives a cleaner cut right there. Alright, and last but not least is our ostrich herl. I'm going to try and stick this tip of the quill underneath my bead so that it's hidden a little bit, and then I'm just going to wrap it in. Wrap it right back to where the tinsel stopped and all the way forward. Now we're going to use our little electrical tool. I like to use that to wrap herl. And we're going to wrap this herl once, twice, and that's one of the problems with it. Okay, this is long enough. I probably don't need to. Let's just go by hand here and wrap it up. I want to give it a nice little collar so it's kind of full. So I use a lot of that herl, especially on a size 12 hook. And then we'll tie it off. Again, I come back with it, a few wraps. Make sure it's really tight in there because you don't want this coming off of your fly. And we get a few more wraps in here just to make sure it is secure. It's a nice transition to the bead head, and then we'll do our whip finish and tighten it down. Clip that wire, clip that thread, and what I like to do is just push my scissors through the thread. And there it is. Don't know if you can see that so well, but there's the fly. You can, anyway, that's it. Works on panfish, trout, even bass.